Hello my wildlings and welcome back to Turnabout in the Fast Lane. In the last episode, my brain was fried apparently. I had a lot of trouble getting the correct evidence into the right place, but I did eventually get there. And now the witness is suggesting that there's no evidence that the voice changer was plugged in at the time. Which, fair enough, I guess. And then Clavier came out with this. I still don't know how to pronounce that word, but I did look it up, and apparently it means be quiet, basically. Though the version I found wasn't spelled with an M at the end, so I don't know where that's come from, or if that's entirely correct, or if my phone is wrong. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Probably someone who speaks German, which I don't. But anyway, where were we? Prosecutor Gavin? The witness wishes for further proof of the device's usage. Don't make me laugh.
Care to explain what you mean, Mr. Gavin?
As with the rest of her statement, this latest is but a farce. And her point is moot, so flimsy it'll break on contact. You dare? I'd never shy away from a performance. The fact that the witness was in possession of both the phone and the device cannot be brushed away. Nor the fact that the victim's voice was being replicated the night of the call and subsequent murder. All the circumstances are there, piling upon one another until it has no more room to grow. You cannot deny a clear reality, witness. Huh. I'm used to a prosecutor jumping on that sort of thing and being like, oh yeah, no, you need to prove that they used it. Despite this level of thinking being applied to the defendant. Mostly. They're very hypocritical, I guess, would be the term, using that logic for against us, but never against anyone else. But finally, we have a change of pace, it seems.
It appears the defense and prosecution are in agreement on this matter. And honestly, so am I. It would be too convenient a coincidence. The witness will explain their transgression at once.
You know what? Fine. If this is how things shall be, then we'll play it your way.
Witness, you're speaking, well, unlike a sloth.
I had always assumed it was a cultural thing, ja? That hardly matters. Your accusation does, however. But this isn't the first time, is it? The previous trial, and Mr. Wright told me about what happened when you talked to her. Whenever she's backed into a corner, she drops the slow act. Then we're on the right track. Oh yes, good for you. Fine, I admit it. I was the one who called Daisy Swinton before she died.
You're confessing?
Yes, but it's not what it seems. My only crime was possessing the device in the first place. I didn't create a motive on purpose. But the very existence of the phone call would claim otherwise. Really? You're certain about that? What if I told you that it was all an innocent prank?
A prank?
Yes, a prank. I would call Flash as Daisy and fake a breakup. Drama ensues, but then the truth comes out. Then we move on with our lives, no harm done.
That seems like a particularly cruel prank to me.
In your eyes, perhaps, but it was harmless in the end. Until Flash took it to heart and killed Daisy, believing them to be over for good. So there's the truth. Flash murdered her for no reason at all. No! I should have known you'd twist it.
I must admit, this whole prank situation makes me quite angry indeed. Back in my day, we had much nicer pranks. I mean, I think they were laughing. At least until the end. Anyway, much nicer pranks. Where people's feelings weren't hurt. Just their bones. And the witness should be ashamed for even considering such a thing. But it appears that's the end of her involvement. In the end, this was all a tragic misunderstanding, the result of a cruel prank and too much drinking.
Wait, there's still a chance that she created the motive on purpose. Why would I have ever done such a thing? I have no motive to frame Flash. It was a prank after all. Athena, we can't let that statement stand as it is. A little more digging might reveal another hole in her story.
Am I right in assuming the defense wishes for her testimony for cross-examination?
Yes, Judge. Sure. Yes, Your Honor, we would.
Very well. The witness will testify as to their actions before the murder.
We got you on the ropes, I can tell. We'll get you. Eventually. A simple prank. This was a prank gone wrong. Nothing more. I used to date Flash once upon a time, and I played pranks on him then too. But that was a long time ago. We chose to break it off, though remained friends. Daisy was also a good manager. Her death was unfortunate. But it was all Flash. He overreacted and murdered her for nothing.
The witness dated the defendant?
A long time ago, yes. It has no bearing on this case. But is that really true? There has to be a hole in her testimony somewhere. I know this wasn't a simple prank. Most interesting. But I imagine there's a little more to sing yet, yeah?
Then the defense may sing away and begin the cross-examination.
Don't make me sing. I can't sing very good. A simple prank. So, this was a prank gone wrong, nothing more. Press. And why would you play such a mean-spirited prank? Oh, it was just a harmless joke. Or it would have been had Flash not overreacted.
So you refuse to take any responsibility for the defendant's actions?
Why should I? It was all on him. He took the joke too far. That's hardly my fault.
Even if you weren't the culprit, your prank was far from harmless, and is the whole reason it happened.
Silence, old man.
Excuse me?
Since what I did wasn't a crime, your opinion doesn't mean anything. Not in this court and not to me. How about an indictment, an incitement? I'm afraid that charge would only carry weight if the following crime was intentional. If the intent was simply to trick and then resolve, there is no crime to charge with. That's just not right. Yeah, the prank would have been in poor taste. If it had just been a prank, that is. Anyway... Oh, really got her on the ropes now. She's getting angry at the judge. It's never a good idea. You don't want to get angry at the judge, because the judge might get angry back. You don't want to see what happens to the people the judge gets really angry with. I used to date Flash once upon a time, and I played pranks on him then too. Pranks? Like what? Jump scares? Moving his watch ahead an hour? That sort of thing? Wow, that's not cool.
Well, your latest scheme was certainly a step above and beyond those small jokes. Too above and beyond, if you ask me.
Say what you want, But it was still just a joke. I did nothing legally wrong, so drop it. But what if you're lying? What if you're still bitter about the breakup and you wanted them to split permanently? No, you're wrong. Let me make it clear to you. I will even add my next statement to the testimony. Oh, I love it when they add an extra statement to the testimony. I wasn't trying to drive them apart or make things bitter. It was just a joke. Let's have a look at some evidence. Flash dated Priscilla a while back. That's all we've got from Nick's testimony. Lost property report. Maurice's testimony. Sky's testimony. Let's have a look at profiles. Works at the DMV. Slide Flash. Friend of Nicholas Wild. Works at the DMV. Was the manager of the DMV. Is the victim in the case? No, nothing there particularly helpful. Well, I think that just means there's some more to press, but I'll do that pressing in the next episode. And I'll see you all then. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.